Welcome in, everybody. Glad you're with us. AA baseball on the show coming your way. It's the San Antonio Missions taking on the Tulsa Drillers.
Now taking the field.
First pitch coming your way next. Just about set to go. Getting the nod on the mound, Bobby Miller. Chris, what should we keep an eye on here with him?
Power pitcher. He's going to speed you up with the fastball velocity, and out of his hand will explode the breaking ball. Very difficult for hitters to keep that front side closed and hit the ball the other way, because they know if they're not ready to pull the trigger, the fastball will beat them.
The wind of the pitch. Tim Lopes in now. Takes ball one off the plate.
First pitch, 7 o'clock.
The wind to kick the pitch.
1-1.
And the slider just misses. Upstairs. And now the count filled up 3-2.
Out there on the mound, he's setting the tone early with the fastball. 98 miles per hour up on the scoreboard.
Goes down looking.
Yeah, that's a tough pitch to stay on. You don't want to get beat inside, and as you see that pitch continue to run away from you, by the time it's in the catcher's mitt, you think it's a ball off the plate away.
So digging in, Wander Javier. He's got the power, but great contact skills. One of the best contact hitters in the game. No score, just getting started, top of the first. He swings and fouls one off. One down, base is empty. And there's the strike.
Cold night like tonight, last thing you want to do as a hitter is get jammed or even off the end. Trying to find that sweet spot on the bat. Tell you what, you're going to be trying to catch things out front. So off-speed pitches may be a good complement to that fastball.
Caught him looking for the K.
Well, anytime you can punch out the top two guys in a lineup to start an inning, got to be feeling pretty good out there on the mound, because when you think of just having a distraction, table setters on the base paths, and all of a sudden you're dealing with the #3 hitter, any distraction can cause you to serve up a cookie, and instead of it being a solo shot, it's a 2- or 3-run homer.
And that one fouled off.
That fastball at the bottom of the zone can be very effective. Just got to keep it on the corners.
Hit weakly on the ground. And that is that. Nothing doing here this half. So it's on to the bottom of inning number 1. No score. Welcome back. Getting the nod in this one, Efrain Contreras. How about a scouting report on him?
Well, he's not a scout's dream because of the height, an undersized pitcher, but the heart is there and knows how to work the corners of the plate, add and subtract velocity to keep the hitters off balance.
Bottom of the first. Now, Aldrich DeYoung. This one high in the air to left center. Got it. Really had to move for that grab. And there's one away. Take a look at the lineup. Their opponent on the mound today does run into some trouble finding the strike zone at times. So, Singy, I got to figure part of the plan, be patient, be selective today.
Yeah, you know coming in, regardless of, what that first inning is going to look like, you know his history. You don't want to help him out. You've got to be patient and make sure that when you attack that it's a pitch that you can do some damage with. Otherwise, just build up some traffic on the base pass, push across some easy runs, and perhaps get into some of those gap arms in the bullpen.
Kicks and fires. Good eye right there. Misses with the 2-0, and he's fired 3 straight outside the strike zone. And there's the strike. Good plate appearance there. Able to take the walk.
Well, that's a really good take right there, and that's just mentally prepared, knowing that if it's not on the tee, you're going to take that pitch because you still have one more strike to work with. Not easy to lay off, but he did an excellent job in that plate appearance.
Here's Cody Hosey. And he flips a breaking ball in there or a changeup.
Either one. Something off speed. Good arm action on it, whatever it was.
Man, the base runner at first with 1 out. Fought off foul. Righty to the plate. There's a line drive to left field. And no one can get there. They get it in quickly. So first and second, now 1 out.
Batting fourth, the right fielder.
First and second, 1 out. Digging in, it's the speedy outfielder, number 4. A guy who makes an impact not just at the plate, but also in the field. First pitch, and that's in for a strike.
The last thing he wants is to hit the ball on the ground, but I wouldn't expect many pitches up in the zone. They'll be pitching for a double play in this spot.
Runners at first and second with 1 gone. Next pitch is outside.
Hitter's got some good opposite field power. What I like about something being hit to the right side into the outfield.
Makes the grab, and there's 2 out.
Batting fifth, the catcher, Diego.
So first and second with 2 outs. And now the catcher comes up to hit. Diego Cartaya. Next pitch downstairs. Ball 1.
1-0.
First and second, 2 down. That's in for a strike on the outside corner. And it's a ball and a strike. Fly ball down the line. And he can't quite get there. It's a foul ball. The 1-2. Got him swinging for the K. Couldn't catch up to the heater. We played an inning. No score. Back here at the ballpark, all set for the start of the inning. And now the first baseman, Juan Fernandez. The right-hander back to work. There's a strike. Lined into right. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. 1 down.
Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to remind yourself it's about the process. He did everything right there. Nothing to show for it. But in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a very good at-bat.
Lucas Dunn, the next to hit, takes ball 1. Second inning here, no score. Swing and a miss. And a count 1-1. And a pitch. And now the count 1-2 after the swing and a miss. The wind and the pitch. Misses. It's 2-2.
It's a good take.
Here's a 2-2. Hit in the air, right field. 2 down.
Batting fifth, the designated hitter, Grant Little.
Digging in, Grant Little. This is a guy you got to keep an eye on when he digs in. Definitely been known to drop a drag bunt from time to time, and he's pretty good at it, Chris.
Yeah, and he creates a sense of urgency for the defense because of the speed, because of the ability to put down that bunt.
Now you see even sluggers from time to time try and use the bunt really as a way to beat the shift. The next offering misses. 2-0. In the air, right field. And that ends the inning. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. We head to the bottom of the second, and now the center fielder, Jose Ramos. The pitch. There's the strike. And a pitch. Up the middle. Into the outfield, base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Batting seventh.
Just a cookie down the middle. I mean, those are the ones you dream about. The ones in the cage, you're just hoping you get in the ball game. Right down the middle, not a whole lot of velocity, right on top of it.
So now here's the DH, Drew Avens. That misses the zone.
That's the ball.
Ball one.
1-0.
And that's through there for a strike. Ramos gets his lead at first. Nobody out. To the right side. Diving stop at first. Throws to second for one. A 3-6-1 double play.
The 3-6-1 double play, in my opinion, is one of the toughest plays to make. You've got a pitcher covering first and the middle infielder throwing to a moving target. Everything has to be perfect, and right there, they made it look pretty easy.
And here's the first baseman, Justin Yurchak. And he grounds one to the right side. Fernandez takes it himself. 3 up, 3 down, inning over. One hit in the inning, but no one left. We played 2 full. We're tied, 0-0. And welcome back. Standing in is the power hitting second baseman, Jackson Merrill.
Jackson Merrill.
Here comes a pitch. And that one just missed off the outside edge. Merrill goes 6 feet 3 inches, just 19 years old. A former first-round pick in 2021. That's a bullet, but it goes foul.
Well, that ball was hit pretty hard and sure had home run distance, but if you're the pitcher out there on the mound, you execute it. Just a long strike. You go after him and finish him off.
The 1-1. Bounced up the middle, and it finds its way through for a hit. So a man on base to start the inning.
Once you get the ball by the pitcher, there's a lot of base hits up the middle, even on ground balls. So a nice job to use that big hole and get himself a hit.
And now Albert Fabian. Laced into left. That's a base hit. Around second, on his way to third. And he's got a double.
Couple of hits in a row for him here. He got a pitch he could drive, but he didn't get too excited like a lot of guys do and pull off the baseball. Really good timing all the way through the swing, and the barrel was so on plane with the ball. Easy drive into the gap for that double.
And here's the catcher, Michael Cantu. That's a base hit as a run scores. Runner stops at third, and they're at the corners with nobody out.
Comes through with the RBI. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit.
Tim Lopes, the next to hit. Not your prototypical leadoff guy. Gets on base, yes, but also some power. First offering, misses the mark.
Well, he's just given up 3 straight hits, and now behind in this count to this hitter. Might be a good time for somebody to call a timeout. Maybe the pitching coach go out there and talk to him just a little bit.
The 1-0. A swing and a soft liner, and that's just foul. No outs. Runners at first and third. On the ground, 2 ball. Posey over to second, and a run scores on the double play. Now it's the shortstop, Wander Javier. His first at bat was a strikeout. And a pop-up right side, foul territory. Brings it in for the third out. But 2 runs for him, and they jump ahead. We head now to the home half of inning number 3. The Missions have the advantage, 2-0. As we go to the last of the third, here's a big power threat. Eddys Leonard. Contreras back to work.
Well, after scoring runs, this is where you're looking for that shutdown inning. Get that hot team back in there to swing the bats.
The 1-0. Just off the inside edge. This one lifted in the air, left field. Fabian hauls it in for the out. And there's one down.
Now batting, left fielder, Aldrich.
And now Aldrich DeYoung. He's 0 for 1. DeYoung hitting leadoff in today's game, and he's a native of Curacao. There's a strike.
Here's a fun fact for you, Boog. Curacao won the Little League World Series in 2004 with 11-year-old Jurickson Profar starting on the mound against the U.S. in the championship game.
Here comes the 0-1. Foul ball there. And here it comes. Ground ball right side. Lays out, but he can't squeeze it. And 2 straight set down to begin the bottom of the third.
Now batting, the second baseman,
So 2 down now, and here is Devin Mann. There's the strike.
0-1.
Base hit center field. So he gets on base and keeps it going.
third baseman, number 1, Cody.
So 2 down. Now the third baseman, Cody Hosey. 1 for 1 with a single so far. First offering, and it just misses. Man leads off first with 2 down to the inning. And it's 1-1.
1-1.
Swings through that one for strike 2.
A 1-2 count. All he's seen is fastballs. You've got to expect something off speed. Stay back.
Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. And the right-hander deals.
Ball.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And that is the inning.
I think the key is arm action on the changeup. When you can sell it like a fastball, you drop the velocity, you get the swing and miss, and you walk off the field.
Welcome back. And now the right fielder, Joshua Mears. He's not going to get cheated up there.
No, he's not. He's looking to do damage with every swing he takes.
The pitch. That one drifts inside.
Boog, he never moved because he never had time to. But that kind of velocity, you'd prefer that pitcher work away.
So 2 balls and no strikes. That one missed. Here's a 3-0. And that's ball 4.
Take your base.
I don't think he really wanted to pitch to him right there anyhow.
Leading off for San Antonio,
Juan Fernandez digs in now. 0 for 1 so far. In there, and it's 0-1.
He's pitching well, but not throwing a ton of first pitch strikes. Usually doesn't work out for success, but you can never predict baseball.
Close, but called a ball. 1 ball, 1 strike. The pitch. That clips the inside corner for a strike. Just misses with that one.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
And he deals. On the ground to first, could be 2. Fires to second for 1. How about that double play?
For me, that's one of the toughest double plays to turn on the infield. The first baseman has to get inside, create a throwing lane to hit that middle infielder to start the double play, and then from there completing it back to first. Really good job all the way around.
Here's the third baseman, Lucas Dunn. First pitch just misses. Kicks and deals. Curveball over for a called strike.
1-1.
Next offering is in for a strike. And the righty deals. And the 1-2 misses to even the count. And that one hit 97 on the gun. back here at the ballpark. Now it's the right fielder, number 4.
The right fielder, Josh Sauer.
And a pitch. There's a strike.
He's been pitching well, but we'll see what kind of adjustment the hitters make this second time through the order. We'll know if he's got really good stuff in this one or not.
The pitch. And fouled off. Oh, 0-2 now. Swing and a ball popped up, and that'll fall for a base hit. And the leadoff man aboard.
I don't know how he's able to shoot that pitch the other way and still put something on it. That pitch was inside, and he let it get really deep. So pretty incredible hands to fight it off and still get good wood on it. And now a chance to maybe get creative on offense with good speed on first.
And now Diego Cartaya. And the pitch is in for a strike. That's strike 1. At the belt and fires. Check swing, no appeal. 1-1.
Good speed on the base pass. He handles the bat very well. I wouldn't be surprised if the skipper puts on some type of hit and run or run and hit.
The pitch. That's a little bit low.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of a double play here.
Runner at first with no outs here. On the ground, could be 2. To second, there's 1. Relay to first, double play.
The center fielder, number 5, Jose Ramos.
Here's the center fielder, Jose Ramos. Now this is in the air down the line. And a foul ball. The 0-1. Swing and a miss. He was late. Strike 2.
Man, he was really tardy on that fastball. Great job of setting him up by throwing the curveball. Add some velocity to it on the next pitch. Can't catch up.
And 1-2.
His understanding of the strike zone, very impressive. That was a very close 0-2 fastball. I just don't know how you take that.
2 outs. On the ground to third. Out number 3. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and no one left. We've played 4. The Missions with the lead 2-0. New inning getting started. Now here is Grant Little.
He's got pop, which is a little sneaky because he's so comfortable with taking his base hits to the opposite field, but he can jump you if you make a mistake.
The 0-1. And there's a strike. The 0-2. And that just misses.
1-2.
Line to second, snagged on the bounce. Sends it to first, and the leadoff man set down in their half of the fifth.
Second baseman, Jackson Merrill.
Now it's the second baseman, Jackson Merrill. Singled and scored his first time. There's the strike up high, and that's strike one. And there's a strike. Good heater at 98.
Absolutely frozen on that heater right down the middle, and that's a pitch you're just not getting back. Now he's in a tough spot, especially after falling behind on a good first pitch.
He goes down looking.
Now batting, left
Albert Fabian next. Doubled in his first AB. He's a guy, Chris, whose highlights include some of the best throws from the outfield that you will ever see. Definitely one of the best arms of the sport. And that's down and away.
Yeah, the infielders and the catcher can never give up on a play, because if this guy thinks he has a chance, he's going to throw it from the warning track if he has to.
Next offering upstairs. Left-hand batter waits. Swing and a pop-up in foul ground. And no one can get to it. It's a foul ball. And the pitch. Fouled off. He was late. Two down, nobody on. That's ripped. Base hit. And that keeps the inning going.
Wasting no time. He's 2 for 2 now on the night, and just a triple and home run away from the cycle.
Seriously, we're starting with this already. 2 outs, runner at first. Now it's going to be Michael Cantu. Singled and drove in a run his first time through. Off the mark there. And that's ball one. Swing and a miss.
1 strike.
Dives and he can't hang on. He doesn't have a throw. A tough play, and now there are runners at first and second.
The seventh fielder, Tim Lopes.
Yeah, the batter now, Tim Lopes. And misses inside. And that one lifted in the air center field. Ramos makes the grab, and that'll end the inning. We head to the bottom of the fifth. Leading off, Drew Avens.
The designated hitter, Drew.
And a pitch. And a liner out into right center for a base hit.
Now batting, the first baseman.
Stepping in, the long ball threat, Justin Yurchak. Now a high fly ball out to left center. Fabian makes the grab, 1 down.
Now batting, shortstop, Eddie Leonard.
Here's the shortstop at the plate, Eddie Leonard. 0 for 1 with a flyout. Line drive, and that should be extra bases. Avens rounds second on his way to third. Avens coming home. He scores, and they trail by 1.
Didn't take long to get a result for that at bat. First pitch fastball in a great spot to do some damage, and he squared it up nicely.
So up next, Aldrich DeYoung. On the corner for a strike. That's strike 1.
0-1.
Left-hand hitter waits. And it's just foul. That was close. Oh, 2 now. Got him looking. That's a strikeout.
Well, even if you don't feel great about it, you got to swing the bat with 2 strikes in this situation. You've got the tying run out there in scoring position. Just put the ball in play. Maybe something good will happen. It just didn't look like he understood the situation.
And here is Devin Mann. Ball 1 on a pitch inside. In the air to left down the line. Fabian gives chase. Long run. The 1-1. Comes up empty. That's strike 2. Fly ball down the line, and that drops foul. Swing and a miss. Had him out front for the strikeout.
Sometimes he wears the emotion on the sleeve, but that's okay as long as he's getting results. And right there, thrilled with the punch out to get out of a jam.
And welcome back. Top of the 6th inning. And now it's going to be Wander Javier. Miller back to work. That one misses. And that's ball 1. Javier, 24 years old, and he was born in the Dominican Republic. The 1-1. Next offering is outside.
Where do you even begin with the talent we've seen from the Dominican Republic? Vladdy, Big Papi, Pedro, the list goes on and on.
Next pitch misses outside. 3 balls and a strike. And now it's filled up.
Full count.
The wind to kick the pitch. And there's ball 4. Joshua Mears now at the plate.
Joshua Mears.
Mears goes 6 feet 3 inches, 230 pounds, and he was a 2nd-round pick back in 2019. The 0-1. That's a slider for a strike. Movement in the bullpen. Marshall Kasowski up and throwing. The 0-2. That's inside.
Good location, good take. Sometimes you want the hitter to prove he can lay off that pitch.
In the air, right field. Number 4 should have this one. Puts it away for the out.
Now batting, the first baseman,
Juan Fernandez getting ready to hit. And that's in there for strike 1.
Dangerous spot for that slider right there. Didn't seem to quite finish out front and get that sharp break. Tell you what, he doesn't want to throw that pitch again.
Now 1-1.
1-1.
Next offering is in for a strike.
Good approach right there. You want to get something just a little higher that you can elevate. Stay out of that double play.
Next offering is fouled back.
A healthy cut. Tough pitch at 98, but a really good pass at the ball.
Waves at the bender for the strikeout. Chris, as we look back at the pitch sequence, he hadn't seen that curveball at all. How tough is it to adjust to something like that with a bunch of break when you haven't had a look at it yet?
Yeah, I mean, you're dialed up for something firm. You never want to take a called third strike as a fastball, so you're going to be a little anxious before you recognize the pitch. And right there, clearly didn't see what was coming.
Javier off of first with 2 away. That's a strike across the top of the zone.
0-2.
Liner, base hit. Throw in holds the lead runner at second. 2 on now with 2 away.
Well, that certainly feels good when you can win the at-bat after being down in the count, up against it with 2 strikes right there. I'll tell you, man, it's such a good feeling when you smoke a line drive into the gap like that. I mean, sure, home runs are king, but I feel like nothing makes you feel like a true professional hitter more than a bolt the other way.
Next offering is down low. Right-hander kicks, deals. Line drive, base hit. Around third. Here's the throw. Safe at the plate. And they take a 2-run lead.
That's back-to-back singles for him. You'll often hear the phrase short to it, long through it, and that's a great example of it right there. Got the barrel in the hitting zone early, squared it up with the well-timed swing, and came away with a beautiful line drive into center field. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
Here comes the skipper out of the dugout, and he's ready to make the move. Bobby Miller will depart. 2-run ball game as he heads for the dugout, and we'll be back with a new pitcher. Ryan Hudson gets handed the rock out of the pen.
And they felt it was time to bring on a left-handed reliever from the pen with the lefty hitter coming up. I think it's a good move. I know I never liked when opposing teams did that to me.
Now here is Jackson Merrill in there for strike 1. Lefty out of the stretch, runners at first and third. Swing and a tapper that rolls foul. Corners are occupied with 2 down. Tapped softly on the ground. Tosses to the pitcher covering the bag. They limit the damage here, but they pick up 1 run on the RBI single, and this is now a 3-1 ball game. Bottom of the 6th inning. Now the third baseman, Cody Hosey.
The third baseman.
Singing, you can't ask for anything more. This guy checks all the boxes offensively.
He's the ultimate professional, and it doesn't just start at game time. It starts in the afternoon, the way he prepares and gets ready for the ball game. I tell you what, his teammates feed off of the leadership that he shows on and off the field.
And that's one out as they get the leadoff hitter in the 6th.
Now batting, right fielder.
Number 4 digs in now. 1 for 2. Singy, you got to appreciate a guy who's this good defensively. I mean, watching him track balls in the outfield, it is beautiful. So how much does his speed factor into his ability to go get it?
It's heartbreaking for the hitter because off the bat, he thinks this ball's going to get down. Because of that speed and the ability to make up so much ground, he enters the picture and breaks a guy's heart.
Oh, and 1 now. And there's a strike.
There's one guy that I can think about, Boog, who started as a third baseman, Alex Gordon, and then became an elite perennial Gold Glover out in left field for the Kansas City Royals. But he's a guy, when you watch him play, you would imagine that that's all he ever played in his life was the outfield.
Here's the 0-2. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Next offering is downstairs. Yeah, some guys just have instincts, right? I mean, that's the way it goes. We talk about Larry Walker, the Hall of Famer, and his instinct on the bases, despite the fact that he didn't play a ton of baseball as a kid. Slings to first, and that quickly 2 away.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air, lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
Next to hit, Diego Cartaya. Remember Mark Kotze was a real good defensive outfielder. Good instincts, not great speed. Line drive, and that should be extra bases. Now he turns and heads for second. The throw in, and he's in at second with a 2-out double.
Went up there looking to be aggressive and got something he could handle. Off the bat, it was headed for the gap all the way. And as a hitter, you love seeing those as you take your first couple of steps out of the box. You know you got some real estate to run on, and such a good feeling. Nice liner into the gap right there. And you can feel this crowd waking up a bit here as the guys are starting to make some noise with their bats.
Now at the plate, Jose Ramos. First pitch, and that's in for a strike. Man at second. Strike 2.
More and more guys are looking to slug regardless of the count. In this situation, we'll keep a close eye on his approach.
Runner leads away at second. Good job to fight that one off.
Definitely got the hitter conscious of the pitch inside. Really think the outer half is open.
In the air to left center. Fabian moving under it. Puts the squeeze on that one. And that's the inning. Welcome back. Stepping in, Albert Fabian. He's a guy who does it all. With the lack of contact in today's game, this guy hits for contact, so he delivers average, but there's on-base and slugging too. And here it comes.
Early in the count, you have to be real careful because of that power, but then if this hitter gets a strike or two on him, he's still very comfortable. And because he has the ability to get the barrel to the baseball, he's a threat deep into the count as well.
The pitch.
Nope, ball.
The 2-1. Swings and lines a base hit into left field.
Now batting, the catcher, Michael Cantu.
Here's the catcher, Michael Cantu. And ball one. Fabian gets his lead at first with nobody out. Inside corner, that's a strike. And 1-1. Shoots a line drive single into right center. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
Back-to-back base hits. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
At the plate, Tim Lopes. That's a strike. 0-1. No outs, runners at first and second. Line drive, caught. And now the shortstop, Wander Javier.
Well, he's always a threat. Even if this guy is 0 for 3 for the night with 3 strikeouts, he can come up that 4th time and do damage because he's that good.
In there, and it's 0-1.
Well, all eyes on the double play ball in this spot. No better way to get out of this inning.
Next one off the plate inside. And that is ball one. The pitch. On the ground, right side. Lays out. Oh, it's off his glove. To first, and he beats it. Everyone's safe. Yorbit Vivas. He'll take over at second base after the injury.
Number 79, Yorbit.
So digging in, Joshua Mears. Lifted in the air, right center field. Number 4 settles underneath it. Makes the catch. Both runners tagging. He'll score on the sac fly, and they take a 3-run lead.
This is a high leverage situation, and if you can limit the other team, you're doing pretty good work. See if you can get this next out.
And next will be the cleanup hitter, Juan Fernandez. That's hard hit on the line. DeYoung brings it in, and the inning is over.
Ladies and gentlemen, please join us for the traditional
bottom of the 7th. Now it's the DH, Drew Avens. And the right-hander back to work. Down the line towards the corner. Fabian in position. 1 away.
Almost a loud start to the inning on that first pitch, man. He's going to want that one back, no doubt.
Justin Yurchak will hit next. Foul back our way, and that's out of play. Here's the 0-1. That's a strike.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Righty delivers. He struck him out looking.
No, that's not the best two-strike fastball I've seen, but certainly got away with the location there. You know, sometimes as a hitter, when you're down in the count, you're so focused on a pitcher painting the black, and you just get a little bit locked up on something down the heart of the plate, not expecting it, and it just kind of freezes you.
Lay it on. Strike.
Boog, that hook's looking pretty sharp today. Just a solid pitching performance so far.
And he's down 0-2 as he swings through it.
This guy's not wasting any pitches. Hitters got to get into swing mode. This is a good time to expand the zone. Throw something maybe down in the dirt.
And the 0-2. Struck him out looking with the off-speed stuff. New pitcher now, Marshall Kasowski.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their guys a chance to fight back into the game.
Lucas Dunn now at the plate. 1 for 3.
The third baseman, number 8, Lucas Dunn.
The wind of the pitch. Off the mark there. 1-0.
1 ball, no strikes.
Now a fly ball to right center. Ramos under this one. Makes the grab, and there's 1 down.
Every day during batting practice, these outfielders get about 10 minutes of balls in the gaps. They practice this, and when the game comes, they make the play perfectly.
Little batting with 1 down, takes a strike. Activity in the bullpen. A right-hander is up and throwing. On the ground to the left. Nice grab. Gathers and throws. In time. Got him.
Hey, man, 4 pitches, 2 outs. That is an excellent pace.
Here's the second baseman, Jackson Merrill. And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
1-0.
Right-handed reliever. That one off the mark, and it's 2-0.
2-0.
Outside corner, there's a strike.
2-1.
Into left center for a base hit.
He was all over that one. Pretty much a model swing on that one as he ripped it into the opposite field gap. And I'm sure he's going to be watching that one back on video because that's the kind of swing you want to bottle. So many positives that led to that knock.
So up next, Albert Fabian.
Beautiful swing in his last at bat. Opposite field knock.
Posey. They take the force out. That's out number 3. So no runs here on a base hit. No errors and 1 left. Last half of the 8th coming up. The Missions out front here, 4-1. Back here at the ballpark, here's the left fielder, Aldrich DeYoung. The Drillers in striking distance, but have some work to do.
Boog, it starts with the leadoff man. I need a good at bat out of him right here.
0-1. Out to short. Oh, he throws it away. And this ball is going to wind up out of play.
Oh, he just tried to force a play that wasn't there. Ends up a single and a throwing error. So now they have to deal with a runner in scoring position. You know, good communication on the field can make a big difference on a play like that.
Pitching coach making his way to the mound, all quiet in the pen. So I guess he just wants to settle him down a little bit out there. Manager out of the dugout now, and it looks like we'll see a change on the mound. Efrain Contreras is done, and he exits with a nice lead. Threw the ball well, and we'll have a new pitcher when we come back. Moises Lugo gets the call from the pen.
And I can't imagine any save is an easy one. You're holding a small lead on the scoreboard, and you know those hitters are going to give you the best at-bats they can. So it's always high stress. Let's see what he's got here to try and close it out.
And the batter now, Yorbit Vivas. There's a strike.
Got to keep things airtight defensively right here. On your toes, ready to make a play. If you can get this to the ninth with a 3-run lead, it should be a W.
Runner at second, nobody out. Swing and a miss. 0-2 now.
It might be time to choke up a little bit. Get that front foot down early. Maybe even just spread out. He's really late right now.
Next offering is fouled back. The string with the changeup struck him out.
I think he might have gotten away with one right there. That was a very hittable pitch right over the heart of the plate, and I know that batter is kicking himself right now. Would like to get that pitch again. Just pulled the string on it, and the deception gets him the K.
So digging in, Cody Hosey. This one smacked out to left center. Drops for a hit. He couldn't run it down. Throw comes in quickly as the lead runner at third gets the stop sign.
Now batting, the right fielder.
And now the right fielder, number 4. And that's in there for strike 1.
0-1.
Here comes a pitch. Foul ball.
I think ultimately you want to tie him up, get the ball in on the plate so that he can't get the barrel to it and hit it to the outfield.
Line drive, could be extra bases. One runs in, a second scores as well, and now they trail by 1. And he gets there. The tying runs at third with a triple.
Big one there as he drives in a couple of runs. Absolutely smoked the baseball. It just jumped off the lumber, and when you're able to find a gap like that, Boog, you're even looking for a triple.
One down, runner at third. Diego Cartaya, the next to hit.
Don't be surprised, a ball on the ground to the corners, if they come home with the baseball instead of going to first base.
And time is called for a mound visit now. Big moment in this game, so they'll talk it over. Matt Waldron taking over on the mound.
Well, forget about spin rate. I mean, he's got that knuckleball that just floats up there and dances all over the place.
First offering is fouled off. That to right. Mears puts the squeeze on that one. Here comes the runner from third. The throw is offline, and he's in to score. It's 4-4.
Well, we got ourselves a new ball game. Nice job right there at the plate. Sacrifice fly, and he gets in the tying run.
And now the center fielder, Jose Ramos.
He's a big, strong guy. Can untie this game with one swing.
First pitch doesn't find the zone.
1-0.
Tied at 4. Can't glove it cleanly, but they get the out at first, and that'll do it for the inning. But they score 3 times to even it up. 9th inning coming up, and we are tied 4-4. We go to the 9th, and now the catcher comes up to hit. Michael Cantu. The pitch. Looked like it was a little bit up. And now it's even up. That one the other way. It gets down, base hit. So the go-ahead run is on base with a knock.
Having himself a really nice game at the plate. Just a really nice approach to shoot that line drive to the opposite field. There's a lot of hard work and discipline that goes into getting a result like that at the plate. Doesn't come naturally for most hitters.
So the batting order turns over. Tim Lopes getting ready to hit. And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
If you're a base runner, you've got to stay dialed in here. Look for anything in the dirt. Try your best to get into scoring position.
Righty to the plate. And another ball.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
Next offering misses. And now 3-0. Wander Javier up next. Four in the 9th. In there at the knees.
On this count, runner not known for his speed, but I think you got to put him in motion. Try to avoid a double play here, Boo.
Next offering finds the zone, and the count is full. The go-ahead run aboard at first. Nobody out. And that one is lifted in the air. And there's one down.
Now batting, shortstop,
Wander Javier digs in now.
If you're trying to keep the line moving, this is the guy you want at the plate. Such a good hitter. Can also flash some power.
Swing and a miss. And that is strike 1.
Wow, no fair right there. I mean, that slider didn't move to the very last moment. Incredibly difficult to pick that up. Just kind of have to tip your cap on that pitch.
One away. Tie game. Go-ahead run stands at first. Next pitch is outside.
0-2 fastball way out of the zone. I think he's trying to speed him up. Got to stay back. Off speed's probably coming.
Line drive. Can't get there, and now maybe extra bases. Lead runner holds at third, so 2 runners in scoring position and just 1 out.
No, that at-bat had a lot riding on it. Certainly a pivotal swing of the bat in this ball game. That pitch came off the bat really well into center field, and he clearly put a nice swing on it. And anytime you can get one to drop in out there, you know you stung it pretty good, because it seems like center fielders these days, to a man, these guys can run down just about everything hit their way. A lot riding on this next at-bat now as they look to take the lead at a critical point in this one.
And now, Joshua Mears towards first, and that one finds its way through. 1 runs in. Throw comes in and holds the runner at third. They're at the corners now with still only 1 away.
Clutch hitting right there to give him the lead this late in the ball game. Challenged him with the fastball right in the heart of the zone, and he was clearly ready to jump all over it.
2 on, 1 out. Digging in, Juan Fernandez. Ground ball right side, could be 2. To second, that's 1. And that's 2. So 1 run in the inning on this base hit. It's now a 5-4 ball game. Back after this on the show. Bottom 9, and now the DH, Drew Avens.
The designated hitter,
The wind of the pitch. Hammered on the line, base hit. And the tying run is on with a leadoff single.
Just a clutch at bat right there. Big time swing when this team really needed it. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay. And now let's see if they force some action with good wheels on the bases.
And now the first baseman, Justin Yurchak.
Went down looking on 3 pitches last time. Let's see if he can be a little more aggressive right here.
Swing, and that ball smashed on a line. Nice grab on the run. And there's 1 down.
Now back, the shortstop, Eddie Leonard.
And the batter will be the shortstop, Eddie Leonard. And a foul ball left side. Strike 2. Trying to keep the game alive here in the bottom of the 9th. That one just misses.
Man, oh man, I don't know how you take that pitch. That's as close as it gets.
And the righty deals. Struck him out looking. Knuckler just floated down into the zone for strike 3.
Maybe a little bit of overthinking at the plate right there. You want to be patient with knuckleballers and not give into that pitch that's going to dart out of the zone at the very last moment. But that was about as hittable as knuckleballs can get, and he was frozen.
Now, Aldrich DeYoung swings through that one, 0-1.
Typically, the outfield defense will play a little bit deeper just to keep the ball in front, make sure that runner on first doesn't come all the way around to score and tie this ball game up.
Hard ground ball, base knock. Throw stops the lead runner at second. 2 on and 2 out.
Well, here we go. Winning run is on base with 2 away. Just a simple ground ball the other way that had eyes on it, man. Sometimes that's all you need to do. Just let the ball travel, put the ball in play, and just hope it finds a hole. Now that sets up a huge at-bat in this ball game.
So up next, Yorbit Vivas trying to deliver as the hero. First offering misses the mark. And that one is inside.
Home plate umpires trying to tighten things up a little bit.
That misses. 3-0. on the corner for a strike. And it's filled up. So both runners should be on the move here on the full count pitch.
Yeah, this is a good chance to tie up this ball game. See if he can find some open grass in the outfield.
So the tying run at second, and they're all loaded up.
They're not ready to go home quite yet.
Third baseman, number 1,
Cody Hosey now at the plate. In the air, center field. He's under it. And that'll do it.
Well, you take a tie ball game into the ninth on the road, you know that you've got some work to do. You got to score, but then you've also got to get 3 outs in the bottom half of that inning. They did just that today. Very well played ball game. Get this win on the road. Everybody's happy with the W.
Close one here today, and your final 5-4. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew, I'm John Shambi saying so long.
Our final line score. First for the victorious Missions. 5 runs on 14 hits. 1 error. They left 9 men on base. For the Drillers, 4 runs, 12 hits. No errors. They left 8 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 19 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this evening. We remind you to please drive home safely.